Hello. Hello. Good morning, y'all. Happy Friday. He's back. I'm back. Not only from not recording, from being out of town. We had a little time off. The kids are year round, so there's a week where you're like, oh, hey, we don't have school this week. And then I went out of town, but now I'm back. I'm here to answer your questions. Let me just get out of this neighborhood real quick so people don't think I'm a stalker or some kind of creep. Just parked out in the neighborhood. Good morning, y'all. You know what you got to do once you get in the video. Once you get in the video, what do? 1, you say morning, y'all. 2, you hit the like button. 3, if you know anybody, work with anybody, live with anybody that needs questions answered. It's like, when are we going to finally move? When are we going to finally do this? Well, hey, when's this going to happen? Or what do you think? If you have someone in your life that has questions and you've been trying to answer them and they're still like, I talk to couples every day, husband or wife, wife of wife, boy of boy, and they're like, man, I'm ready. I'm so ready. People talk to me and say, I am ready, but he's not ready. She's not ready. And it's not that they're not ready. They just have questions that they don't have the answers to, and they need someone to help them out. They need someone to walk them through the process. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Tyler. How you doing, everybody? Hold on, let me turn to the street right here. It's real busy. I don't want to get dangerous. So everybody has somebody in their life that has a real estate question. It might be you. Why does everybody have a real estate question? It's an easy answer. We all got to live somewhere. I mean, unless you're just like at work all the time. And I know some people are like that. But everybody's got to live somewhere. Everyone's got to go home, lay their head somewhere. So either you're living with family, you're living in an apartment, you're living in a home, you're living with friends, you're some situation where you sleep somewhere at night, right? I'm assuming, unless you're like a vampire, you just awake all the time. You sleep somewhere. So because you sleep somewhere, you have, sometimes real estate questions about where you're going to sleep next. What's up, Sam? What's up, April? So today's two good questions that I forgot already. I already forgot what the questions were. Damn, that's embarrassing. Hold on. I know what they were. They were the baby. Oh, okay. So the first question's really good. Before I get to the questions, like I said, welcome back. I'm Gino. If you have any real estate questions, you can ask me in the comments. I will ask them. My favorite question. When I'm all done, we'll get a Starbucks gift card. I'll email you the digital gift card. Like that. It's just easy. I say, hey, you're the favorite. Email me or message me your email, and I'll send you a gift card. So if you have a question, ask it in the comments, and one of y'all will get a Starbucks gift card. What I'm going to do, and the reason why I do this is because we get a lot of questions daily just from clients that we're working with, emails. This is basically stuff that's in my inbox. These are texts that I get. These are things that I hear all the time. So I want to make sure that people understand it's not just you that have these questions. Good morning, Vanessa. It's not just you that have these questions. It's everybody. It's pretty much anybody. If you've ever seen anybody that owns a home, they had the same questions you had. If you've ever seen anybody going through the process and the end, you see the sold sign, you see them standing in front of their house, you're like, man, how did they do it? I want to do that. I want to buy a house. Kind of like if you see someone buy a car, you're like, damn, they bought a new car again. I want to do that. It's because they had questions and they got their questions answered. Whoa, that's crazy, right? So, first question today is, what if I've already bought a home? What if I've already bought a home? Am I tainted? Can I no longer get any help? Am I kind of on my own now? I feel like people that have bought a home before, maybe the process didn't go as well as they wanted to, or maybe they just didn't understand it the first time around. So when it comes time to the second time, they're like, well, what if I want to use like a program? Is there any programs out there, even though I'm not a first-time home buyer? Oh yeah. There's tons of programs available for people, and you don't have to be a first-time home buyer. You can be a first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, because the programs that are available for people are state programs that you don't have to be a first-time home buyers. People get confused that there's only one type of program to help you with down payment and your closing cost. So, Vanessa, you got to buy a house, like 2 houses. So whenever people are buying the second home, they feel like, well, I already wasted my first chance. It's not virginity. It's buying. I mean, you can pop buying a home cherry, but it's not the way it works. You can still get qualified for programs. You can still get, all this help that's available. You can get that for you. So all you got to do, if you are not a first-time home buyer, but you're thinking, hey, you know what? I'm in my home right now. I'm not sure how much I'm going to make when I sell it, but if it's available to me, can I qualify for a home buyer's assistance program, or DPA we call it, down payment assistance program? And when you do that, you can get money from the state. You can get money from different programs that are out there based on what kind of job you have, based off your credit, based off your income, based off where you work. For example, we have people that are work for the base, the naval base out there in Flower Bluff. They're called Department of Defense employees, and they get 100% financing. Did you know that? You don't have to be a veteran. You don't have to be active military. If you're considered a Department of Defense employee, you can get 100% financing. What does that mean? 100% financing means that you don't put a down payment down. Whoa, there's still closing costs, and we can help you with that. What's up, Ali from Iran? What time is it over there? How y'all doing? That's pretty cool. Look, someone from Iran's watching. That's sweet. I did notice we got a lot of new people on my page. We're just about to hit 36,000. Pretty sweet. So again, I appreciate everybody sharing, everybody tagging, everybody asking questions. By the way, I'm giving away a Starbucks gift card. All I gotta do is ask a question. My favorite's gonna get it. Back to the question: can you qualify for down payment assistance programs even though you're not a first-time home buyer? Hell yeah, you can. There's a lot of programs out there that are available. All you got to do is talk to me, and I get you the right people, and then we can find out, hey, here's what you qualify for. Here's the different programs. Here's the different types of loans. There might even just be loans you qualify for that can really help you out too. So don't feel just because you've already bought a house that there's no more help for you after that first house, okay? Don't feel like, oh, well, I've already bought a home, so no one's even going to look at me. No one's even going to try to help me. I'm on my own now. No, it's not like that at all. It's not like that at all. So if you have questions about that, message me or ask in the comments. Morning, y'all. What's up, Joe? What's up? Who else is on here? Vanessa. Sorry, Vanessa. you gotta buy a house. Sorry about that. These are special. Second question is really important too. This is the one we get the most confusion on, because once someone buys a house, I think for a lot of people it's like, okay, we did it. We're in. We're living here. I love it. Everything's great. Then, as time goes on, and maybe family grows, maybe someone leaves the nest, maybe someone goes to college, or maybe you're like, you know what? I really like those other houses over there. Things are going good at work. I'm making a little more money. Maybe I want to buy a bigger house. Maybe someone in the family. I know, for example, when we bought our first house, we were both still in school. We finished school. After we finished school and things started changing, I'm like, I think we need a little more space. And we bought a new house. I would say the number one fear people have, besides like, am I going to make any money, is, am I going to be homeless if I sell my home to buy a new one? Whenever we go to listing appointments, one of the very first questions we ask is, where are you going? What's the plan? Sometimes people are moving out of town. Okay. Sometimes people are getting in apartments for a little bit because they are going to move out of town, or they just want to save some money. Sometimes people are like, no, I just want a bigger house. Like, I saw these lots over here, or I saw this new construction over here, or I saw this one house. It's absolutely perfect. The neighborhood I really, really, really want to be in. The neighborhood I've wanted to be in since I was little. Think about it. I know a lot of people that live here in Corpus. They think, man, one day I'm going to live in this neighborhood. One day I'm going to live in this neighborhood. And you grow up thinking, I'm going to move there one day. And I think for me, for example, when I was little, some of the neighborhoods in town that I thought, damn, that's where everybody's at, was the Lakes and Kings Crossing, which is far out south side. I was like, that's where I want to be. There's some big houses out there, and people that are out there look like they're making it. That's where I wanted to live when I was little. Now, or younger, now people want to live different areas. There's a lot of areas of town where they got a lot of land. They're like, oh, man, half acre seems nice. Kind of be, on my own space. So it's totally normal if you're trying to sell a house. If your big fear is, well, how am I going to go from this house to the next house? Where do I go in between? How am I going to sell a house while I'm still living in it? Can we do that? Yes, you can do that. Ali, I'm from Texas. Vanessa said, I bought a house, just not from you. Whoa. Then you might have to talk to your realtor about getting a hat. So what kind of hat they got? So if you're looking to sell and you're worried about where you're going to go, we can work out options to make sure that you're not homeless, which I know is a big deal. I don't want to be homeless. I don't want to sell my house and cool, I got money in the bank, but I don't know where I'm living. So we'll make sure that we got a plan for that whenever you're looking to sell and buy another house, which is a good thing. That's a life upgrade. So don't feel bad about not knowing what's going to happen. It's the first time you've ever done it, right? All right, let's see. Burn. Yep, burn. You know better, Vanessa. Let's see. All right, well, there's no questions yet. So if y'all don't have any questions, this is going to end real quick. As always, buyer's guide, seller's guide will be in the comments. You can download our guides to your phone. Lots of great information on there just regarding all kinds of questions when it comes to selling or buying a house. Why do we have a buyer's guide and a seller's guide? Because they're very different processes. When you're going through the buying process, it's one way. When you're going through the selling process, it's a whole other way. Here we go. April's got a question. Yay! Gino, when a husband and wife have owned a home together and now getting divorced, what are the options with a house? Can one person just sign over the house to the other? Would you advise that? Great question, April. I don't know if you're talking about yourself or someone else, whoever it is. It's one of those things that we deal with delicately just to make sure that everyone is fair. So to answer your question the simple way, hold on. The equity of the home is significantly more than it was when they bought it 20 years ago. Okay, so it's someone else. So that's great that you asked that question, because we have that every single day. We've had a few, even just a week. I think yesterday afternoon I had a listing appointment where someone was together for like 18 years. They lived in this one house for 5 years. The dude kind of just took off. He doesn't want anything to do with it. The wife kind of took on the whole burden of maintenance and electric utilities and just the mortgage and everything else, right? So there's certain times where if everyone's being fair and everyone says, hey, you know what, 50-50, let's just sell it, whatever we make, we'll split it down the middle, you can do that. Now, if one of the parties wants to stay there, which is a common thing, because, hey, I live here and the kids go to school over here and I really don't want to change all their lives, so you can go, maybe you can sign it over to me. Unfortunately, it's not that easy as signing it over, and here's why. When you go and you buy a home and you get that loan on the home together, the bank or the lender, in their eyes, saying, hey, here's these two people. They bought a house with their income combined along with their credit history. That's how they got approved. If one of them wants to leave, they can leave. There's no one stopping you from not moving out. However, as far as the loan's concerned, you can't just sign your part over. Here's the reason why, is because you got approved, or they got approved for that home loan together. So if one of them wants to get off the home loan, like, hey, I just don't want my name on it anymore, it's all yours. Even if that's the case, that person who's going to be living there and it's going to be their homestead and their primary residence, they have to be able to qualify for that home loan. Does it make sense? So in other words, if the two people bought a $200,000 home together, but maybe on their own they could only afford 150 or 100, for example, maybe one of them made the higher amount of money, then the other person who's going to stay there, who wants to be there, if they want the loan in their name only, they would have to refinance it in their name, but they would have to also qualify for it. So it's not as easy as just signing it over. So to answer your question, would I advise signing it over? No, because they won't be able to do that. They're going to have to figure out, hey, are you going to get off this loan? Because if not, then I got to figure out if I can qualify for it and refinance it under my name only. And then he'll be off, or she'll be off. Great question. Anybody else have any other questions? Let's see. So the options are to sell it, divide it down the middle, or some other type of percentage. Maybe someone put more down, so like they deserve to get more back, and maybe it was before they got together. I don't know their situation, but yeah, there are options, but it's not as easy as signing it over, unfortunately. Okay, yes, it makes sense. Yes, thank you. You're welcome, April. Anybody else have any questions? I'm going to be giving away a Starbucks gift card to the one that I like the best, which might be April's, because no one else asked any other questions, except Vanessa when she told me that she bought a house from somebody else, but then still wanted one of my hats. Come on, girl. It's like rooting for the other team and wearing another team's jersey. Which I'm okay with if you want to be that. I know plenty of people that do that. I'm going to have... what am I having? Oh, I have a contest going on. If you look a little bit below, there's a really cool festival going on tomorrow by one of my friends. His name's Johnny Hotcakes. A lot of people know him by. He used to be a DJ, like a DJ, like Spun Disc, actually. And they're having a taco fest downtown here in Corpus Christi. So we're giving away 12 tickets. Giving away 12 tickets. So if you go to the post below, either tag a taco lover or post a picture of a taco. We're giving away tickets later on today at 5 o'clock. So make sure you go check out that post. If you have any other questions you want to ask me, it's the way it always goes. After these are over, someone calls or texts, say, hey, I didn't want to ask you because it's a private question. It's a little personal. Can you help me with this? Yes. Call or text me. And I'm not just saying it. And I love when people call and go, hey, well, you said to call, so I called. That's what I said. Yes, call. Call or text me. Any questions you have whatsoever, and we can talk for a few minutes. You would be surprised how much we could figure out for you in 5 minutes. And the reason I know 5 minutes is because whenever I get on the phone, whenever I hang up, I'm like, man, that was a good call. Like, I'm glad I was able to answer the questions, and I know they're happy with the answers. And then I look at my phone, and it's like 4 minutes, 36 seconds. I was like, damn, I was only on the phone with them for 4 minutes, 36 seconds. I feel like we got a lot accomplished. I know that sounds weird, right? Like, it's just a phone call. But when we have these phone calls, it answers so many questions that people have been building these things in their head of why they're not doing something. And then when we answer the questions, they're like, oh, what was I worried about? Why was I even freaking out about that? So there's nothing to freak out about. All you got to do is talk to someone that deals with it all the time, like us, and we'll make sure you get your answers you're looking for so you feel comfortable for whatever situation you're going through. I got to go. If anybody has any questions, let me know. April, thank you for asking the questions. Anybody else, you have questions, even though this is not live. I'm sorry, this is live now. It's 8:04 on Friday, the 13th. Ooh, and it's a full moon, I heard. So if you have any questions after that time, I'll still go back and I'll answer the questions. Y'all have a great day. Happy Friday. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Bye, guys.